Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. This again is When Life Talk Podcast. It's your girl Crystal and your homie, Mr. Miggity 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 Mac baby. I don't know why I like to say that. I don't know, but we just want to jump on here tonight again, have candid conversations. Tonight's topic: the effects of young women and men being preyed upon, sexual relationships. As many of you may know or may have, been keeping up with the Nazara case, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. You have that case, I believe that's out of Detroit. You have a case where a young lady caught herself going over what it was, Pakistan, talking about she gonna marry a 19-year-old. So yeah, let's just talk about the effects of these young men, these older men and older women who are preying upon these babies, these adolescent kids that whose brain has not fully formed, and just taking advantage of these kids.
Hey, every time we've been talking about it, but every time we talk about it, I have to laugh, man, because y'all, the videos that went viral, man, it's a moment of, I don't even know where to begin, but it correlates into, like Chris said, it correlates into the topic of the night show. Uh, I believe she's 33, the young lady that went over to Pakistan.
Hmm.
Now you're talking to two military veterans here. I don't think we ever thought about making a trip to Pakistan. First, the
Never.
first and foremost, yes. Now we did serve overseas. Uh, I think Crystal did a mission to Iraq. I did two to Iraq. So no, no,
Hmm.
we've never woke up and said, you know what, hey man,
Let's
hey,
go to
y'all got to bear
Pakistan.
with me. I ain't never woke up and said I'm going to find me a woman or date somebody in Pakistan.
Right.
Y'all know your boy. Y'all know me, but all seriousness, when I first seen it, we thought it was a joke. I thought it was somebody like in their house playing a game. No, this woman was really over there in Pakistan.
Right.
I believe I seen the clip last night after so many weeks or months. She's finally accepted the reality that she's coming back to America, but I don't even know where to begin. I'm gonna let Crystal take this because it to me is it's still a travesty
It is, and it's
that
it
you
is.
that you met a young man online. I guess I'm pretty sure that's how they met. Online, video chat and all that. And you had the illusion or the resolve that you was going to get on a plane, leave America, and go to Pakistan. Okay, we talking about Pakistan. He 19. You show up at the door, and the parents basically say, "Oh hell no!" For whatever
Hmm.
reason. For whatever reason, it could have been your looks, your age. They was like, "Hell no, you're not marrying our son." What we got from the stories is they locked the doors and said no. This woman was camping outside their house. Somehow the Pakistani government got involved, and she telling one of the clergy, the foolishness. So it's
It is crazy. Like you have these shows, these reality TV shows, Married Abroad, going the
catfish.
opposite way. Like you have all this stuff, and people really, be invested, and they get themselves to go over there, and and think that they're gonna, just walk up into somebody, country and say, "Hey, I'm gonna marry you, and you're gonna give me whatever your family gonna contribute to my lifestyle." No, it don't work like that. And I've known
And you and I know
over to Africa. Yeah,
that's foreign soil. So
yeah.
for y'all that don't know, when you visit in certain countries like that, it's not a passport. It's nothing. You have to have a visa.
Hmm.
So it's more so. It was almost risk versus reward, and I guess she thought the reward was going to be the marriage, but That went left field for her.
It sure did.
So
So he was pillow talk. That young 19-year-old man was saying some stuff on him. She done got over there because I'm pretty sure he ain't paid for the flight.
I'm I'm still dumbfounded. I'm ready for them to do the interview when she come back stateside because it's going to be major news. I mean, outside of everything going on in DC, it's going to be
Hmm.
major news. Like when she come back stateside, like what was your
Yeah, what was
motive?
your thought process? Like, did you have all this planned out? Like, if we went through, okay, good. I'm still gonna ask them for $100,000. If it don't go through, I'm still gonna ask them for $100,000. But how was she gonna marry him if she was already married back home?
See, that's I'm like I say, I'm dumbfounded. Not, a lot of stuff don't stump me, but then I'm trying to figure out evidence. She got a 19-year-old son. Evident. I don't know if that's her only child, but it's some missing variables there. So I'm this story is as wild as it is. It still have me intrigued.
Right, because that is crazy. Like again, what was her process to even think she can go over there and just, you know what I'm saying, run this kind of game on the 19-year old or whomever? Because she probably catfished him for one.
You,
That
you, you know, me and you talked about that. I'm trying to find the right words to use to say um, without being malicious. What was presented is not appeasing to the eye. I guess that's the best way to put it.
right.
The eyebrows had me shook from the first time I was like, my woo, woo. I almost jumped out my skin, like, oh,
Right.
but like you said, it had to be some catfishing. Um, she wasn't who she pretended to be, and all that because something we don't
Mm-hmm.
know. We don't only they know something led up to her saying you what you just said. I'm gonna board a plane in America and I'm flying to Pakistan.
And just think of the process, right? You gotta get
Yes,
malaria. You might gotta get yellow fever. You had to get apply for a passport, but you may have already had one. You had to get a visa.
we know the process.
Yes.
This not Joe and Crystal getting on a plane saying we flying back to Korea. Of course we were stationed in Korea, y'all.
Right.
This is your crazy self saying I'm going to Pakistan.
Right.
No, that's a no go at this station.
A whole no go. And it just like I say, it's just crazy for older people that's just going back in general, try to manipulate, these kids, gaslighting these these babies to say, hey, come be in a relationship with me, or it's crazy. Another man is arrested because I think it was a 13-year-old. He texting back and forth. This social media is a mug. With a 13-year-old say, send me a naked picture of you to let me know it's real and that you won't, that'll let me know you won't tell nobody or whatever the case. Like, where do these people minds be to think it is okay to prey upon a child and say, hey, I'm gonna have a relationship with you? And you can't say, oh, they got a mature mind. The brain is still developing.
You know, it's as light as you take it. You're right. A lot of people they do that. Like you say, what is the thought process? Because clearly she had to know he was 19.
Right.
Had so we can dance all around the mulberry bush, but she had to know he was 19. And then, like I say, it's what they say is always three sides to a story.
Yeah.
We don't know what she was promised.
Mm-hmm.
All we see is the clips, and the clips is very
Right.
telling. The clips is very telling. So,
Right.
but you're right. Her as a 33-year-old woman, if she knew he was 19, was there some underlying promises made that we don't know about? Because at the end of the day, that's a good quick math. That's a 14-year age gap.
Mm-hmm. That
Now,
is.
you have some people say, we done talked about this before. Age ain't nothing but a number, but woman, you went to a foreign country.
Right.
Those countries we have customs and courtesies and protocols that they follow when the child get married, who the child is supposed to marry, et cetera, et cetera. And
Mm-hmm.
like I say, we're not making this up. We have been on foreign soil, so we have learned the customs and courtesies of a lot of countries.
Right.
But more to follow, more to come, because it's still wild. Every time I think about it and watch the clips, it's still wild. But uh
Yeah.
man,
I want to see how that's gonna unfold all together because that is crazy. That is crazy. Like
like
people just you just wake up one morning and say, "Hey, I'm gonna hop this plane." Well, the plane ticket was $2,000. I'm gonna hop this plane for $2,000 or $1,200 and go to Pakistan.
so and you bring up a point that we ain't even discussed. So you think about it, and viewers, if y'all out there, man, chime in. You just hit the nail on the head with something. Did she get a one-way ticket, or she got a round trip ticket? Because they say she refused to leave, and she actually let her visa expire, but they extended it. I guess a good faith and good courtesy.
Mm-hmm.
They extended it because they didn't have to extend her visa
Right.
in that country. Now we have U.S. embassies all over the world for y'all who out there that's trying to figure out different countries and whatnot. So somehow we know on the back end somebody got involved.
Mm-hmm.
They'll never say who it was, but somebody got involved because you have an American citizen in a foreign national country. So,
Right. Exactly.
but I'm like you now. You got me thinking: was it a one-way ticket or was it a round trip?
Right.
Either way, I'm not buying a ticket. Neither of us are buying a ticket to Pakistan.
Right. And then you just sat on that flight. Well, how many hours?
Hmm.
And just knew your plan was gonna work. Like you really thought you was gonna go over there and say, "I do" to this baby and his family with morals or whatever the case was gonna say yes. What you thought you had a poor family that you was finna finagle and thought you was gonna come up?
Man, I'm having internet connections because I was sitting here trying to Google the flight from New York, because I believe her home state is New York. She
Mm-hmm.
originated from New York to Pakistan, but I am having internet connection. But I promise y'all, I'm gonna find out.
Yes, that is crazy. That is that is ridiculous. Like
Just to think it was cool.
right,
I don't
like
know.
lady. Like, did she even have any type of interaction with him when she got there? She just knocked on the door and they shut it down completely. Well, I guess she wouldn't have been in trouble because he is above the legal age in
Yeah,
that aspect.
whatever the reason. I mean, from the clips we've seen, and we've heard, as soon as it was immediate no.
Hmm.
So,
Well, that's good. That's good. That's what she. That's what she get. That's what she deserved. Cause you just can't go thinking. Ain't no everybody ain't finna just let you come and think you finna take off with a child. No, that
and I
is
think
ridiculous.
And I think that's the part, like I said, I mean, we did a show, I do believe season one, we was talking about the allegations against R. Kelly and the young
Yeah.
women, So it's the topic of the show, y'all. We was just talking about this crazy lady, but shouldn't call her crazy because we don't know the situation. But the the way the media portrayed it is crazy. The story is crazy. Let me say that. Um, but yeah, why
I
people?
mean, it's like what I've known just coming up in the world as a child, where if you had teachers, trying to mess with kids or coaches or whomever try to deal with some of the younger kids, and like I say, these stories that's coming out now, um, with the situation in with Jarvis and the baby Nazara, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, like that is just sad.
And you talk? Are
So
you talking? I'm thinking we maybe, and I don't want to misspeak, but you talking about the gentleman that got the 12-year-old pregnant?
yes, well, yes, she's 13 now, but I don't even think they didn't found the body. But now it's all coming out is to say allegedly that the auntie Shannon, the one beat her to death. Like she came home, they fed her antifreeze because she ended up pregnant by shooting. They said she was 5 months. Gave her
What?
antifreeze, came home.
Well, see, we talk about two different stories, so I ain't know about this one. It's a young,
What?
it's a man that the judge was like they don't even have a bond because the young lady she's 12 years old and pregnant.
But she's deceased. She's unalived. They
Okay,
can't find the body.
okay, well, you might be talking about the same thing.
Yeah, but
I
see,
was
it's
like, wow.
yeah. So a little backstory is they saying her mom allegedly gave her to her aunt and grandmother. The aunt was talking to the man Jarvis. Now Jarvis allegedly has a history of messing with younger women, have all these kids, have so many kids by the aunt. Well, him and Nazara started to have a relationship over time, maybe a year long. I'm still following the story, but I want to say it was a year long or maybe longer. But she comes up pregnant. She tells him she's pregnant, and boom, she comes up missing. But the last contact they said she had was with text messages with Jarvis saying, "Hey, I'm pregnant." Blah blah blah. They said he went and picked her up from school. This last they seen of her. Now it's starting to come out to say that they had her drinking antifreeze, and then the auntie, of course, was mad and that she was pregnant and jumped and beat her to death, and then whoever got rid of the body. All this is allegedly. Like I said, still no body to be found. She was unalived, but it's no,
Hmm.
they haven't found the body yet. But that just goes to show, like these men, and I'm gonna say women too, but to see the difference is a lot of women don't get caught up. They don't get caught because men and young boys, they think it's how many guys I have either dated or came in contact with friends wise or whatever who have lost their virginity to older women. And it's like, oh, I liked it. I ain't. They didn't see it as as rape or a molestation or consensual sex, even though it was still under the age of consent. They don't see it like that. But when men having intercourse with young ladies, of course, it hits the forefront sometimes. Sometimes it can go under the radar and it can never be brought out. But it's just like, where is this adult person mindset to think it's okay to build a relationship with a child, to mold a child, and then begin to have sexual encounter with a child as if she fully or he fully understands what it is to be loved in that manner or cared for in that manner. They don't know. They just going off of what he or she is telling them. You know what I'm saying?
The gift
So that's
together.
kind of yeah. So that's crazy. Hey, I love you, and if you love me, you'll let me do X, Y, Z. No, you ain't. You don't love me. You love bombing me. You gaslighting me, right? But these kids don't know they don't know the terms. They don't really know what it is. And a lot of them gravitate to it because they're missing something in their own personal life. It could be abandonment issues. It could be,
Hmm.
different traumatic experiences. Okay, I ain't got love for my mama because she deceased, so I ain't got love for my daddy, mama, daddy, whoever on drugs, whatever, whatever. So now I'm gravitating who gonna give it to me. And sometimes that's in the wrong hands. And
And you got
sometimes it ends in death because they trying to hide a secret.
And you got some people will attribute it to low self-esteem. They
That
have
too.
they have the mindset that they can't deal with someone or function on a level of their age or their peers, if you want to just say peers, within their age group. And like you say, you see it on men and women doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Low self-esteem because it's like, hey, I can't find it in my own age group because I don't have the capacity to be on a person's level where I can communicate effectively with somebody my age, So I feel comfortable on this level. So I'm gonna do it. Yeah, find yourself right in somebody's jail, right in somebody's prison. Because now you messing with somebody's child. And then when a parent finds out, even though it's the right parent, they gonna seek action. But then that goes to show too, are we truly paying attention what our kids are doing on this social media?
I think if you're attentive, you are. Not saying that you have to snoop and prowl and all that. I think you having that baseline communication. Hey, this is what you communicate. This is what you not communicate. This is what you do. This is what you don't do. Those do's and don'ts. Those principles still work,
Yeah, they do.
but you
Still
have
work.
but you have to be in the know.
You have to be. You have to give them a sense of understanding of this is, not acceptable. If somebody does this, let it, talk about it. Let it be known. Don't sit in the shadows of, oh, I'm not gonna say it because guess what?
Mhm.
If they are grooming you and molding you, and now you pregnant for them, and they unalive you, or you pregnant for them, and now they in jail, or vice versa. It's crazy. That oh you did it, but it's just like it was a story a while back. I wonder if you remember what was the man a preacher or something, but he had been in this young lady's life for a while. And then when she kind of got of age, 17 to 18, he married. He was a pastor. He ended up marrying her, but he had been in her life since she was a young girl. So it's almost like that he sit and pray and you pray on her. He didn't watch her grow up and how she done formed into this young lady. Now all of a sudden, I'm finna groom you. I'm finna, manipulate you to be my wife. But I'm gonna say it's of God. That's crazy.
That's the ones that get them names called predator.
Yes,
Because
very much so.
that's what you're doing. You're a predator.
Yeah. It just behoove me how many people just sit back and think because they talking to somebody younger, they doing something. Leave them be babies where they at. And allow them to be babies. Don't try to grow them up too fast. Men and women.
But some people, it is, to them, it's like I say, it's that mental capacity, that mental mindset.
Yeah. And then if you have girls that's fast, because you got some that's fast, come with a fake ID, may lie about their age, all that stuff. So let's bring that into play too. You just have to be the stronger adult to say, hey, yeah, nah, you my daughter age, or nah, you ain't sending me to jail. But some people won't. They'll secretly do it. They'll secretly do it. And it's sad, but and we could tell our kids sometimes to our FaceTime blue. They sometimes they make decisions based off of how they feel or the company they keep and the friends that's, you know, making the noise in the background. I don't know.
That peer pressure.
Peer pressure. Exactly. So
Y'all out
yeah,
there, y'all out there listening. You ain't got to follow the crowd. Stand alone.
that's it.
Stand
Stand
alone.
alone. Be your own person. You came in this world by yourself.
Because what they doing may not always be the right path, and it's gonna put you on a path, and you have you questioning yourself.
Exactly. Exactly. So
Because
you gotta and not be afraid to communicate. Not be afraid. And then us as parents and adults have to make a safe space for them to be able to come and say, hey, you know what? This what's going on in my life. This person tried to talk to me. How should I handle it?
Mm-hmm.
And if the weight gets too heavy, can I bring your attention or bring you in a situation, or what do I need to do to get help? Because at the end of the day, that is a heavy load for a young child to have to, tackle on their own. Cause they ain't gonna know what to say. They ain't gonna be like, oh, he like me, girl. Oh man, she like
It's
me. She an older woman. She like me, bro. She finna get me not
cougar style.
knowing, right, cougar. Not knowing it ain't right. All right. Mr. Patterson said, man, these young ladies going off for the dope boys and older men to get some free stuff and money. Yeah, that's true.
That's always
That's
been.
true. We know that from back when we was younger. You know what I'm saying? Look at what R. Kelly said. I knew a homeboy that went to the same high school that a lot of R. Kelly flings went to. And they say he would come by, allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, and had a wad of money out the window as he slowly went by, and the girls would come and get on in the car and go.
Back in the day, they used to view us as scrubs.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had some encounters with
Yeah,
a D boy.
because we didn't have the money to offer. We didn't have the flash to offer. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
we just regular. So, it's the evolution of time still evolves and it's still going on. So the things we talk
Right.
about the things we talk about today was prevalent 20, 25, 30 years ago.
Yeah. 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 But I like I said, I wouldn't. I was like, my mind wasn't even at that age. Like I said, it wasn't even all the way programmed to even understand. Like my thing was, oh no. I don't want to get caught. Nobody crossfire. You know what I'm saying? No kind of
You're right.
crazy stuff like that. Yeah. Get somebody else to do it. Boys definitely looked at it differently, getting them cougars to brag and to get that experience, coochie. Right. And that's exactly what it was. She
Hmm.
might buy, women's was, paying too. Might buy you a little pair of Nikes, little outfit, cook you a little meal, and you over there got you and your homeboys over in her house chilling. Cause
And
we
y'all
we
know,
gotta.
I, I love the joke. I be laughing about them SSI checks all the time, but man, let me tell you something. It's certain things I ain't gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a more so back then for us. It was a rite of passage. If the shoe was older, oh yeah, yeah. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Then it slowly turned. It slowly turned into, hey, what's too young?
Right.
Because there is a sense and there is a commonality that is too young is too young.
Right.
Male or female. Let's not get that twisted.
Yeah.
But then,
So
like you said, like you mentioned, you got the young ladies dressing provocative, all out, all times of night. You have the ones that just flaunting it, leaving nothing for the imagination. So you get that balance, that oh well,
that mixed messages,
and then
mixed
the, fr-
messages.
and then we know how many people really asking how old are you
You know,
in those settings, in those environments.
they probably ain't because they probably just going off of. Cause look, okay, so if we gonna talk about the time we in now, a lot of women babies are developed.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not looking at, oh, let me ask you how old you are. They looking at, no, she got ass and boobs. She got her hair fixed up nice. She got her nails on. She got the low cut shirt. She got the short skirt on. She giving me 18, 19.
Mm-hmm. And then you got the young men. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them look older than what they are. My
Yeah.
baby, my baby boy got a beard at 17. He's still 17. They look, hey, look. So
Yeah.
it's the foods they eat. It's the genetically modified, all that stuff. It's there.
Yeah.
They used to get a free hotel room on the house. Absolutely.
See, y'all know you out there getting them cougars. No, I can't even say cougars because I've had some that say I was 16, but I had somebody who was 21, 22. So, that was still young, but you still was doing that, still was wrong. Oh, she 21 now. She got her own apartment. She finna let me grip the ride to school. You know what I'm saying? So they was hooked on it. Right, I had grown man muscles. Yeah. So they
So
was attracted to it.
yeah, and so when you look at it, and say, if we fast forward, if you're somebody in our age group, you know right from wrong, you know what too young is.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about it all the time. Hey, look, I'm not talking to you. If you're 38 or below, 38 is the cutoff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a whole grown man. What I'm doing with a child? That somebody in their 20, that makes no sense to me.
At all.
Because and you have to frame it and say, I've lived and seen life experiences that you would have to live yourself to get to where I'm at. It's like a stepping stone. So, and I think when people do this stuff, they don't think about that. Now, some of it just gross negligence.
Mm-hmm.
You just nasty. You deserve what you get. Yeah. When you out here preying on these young men and young women, that predator word. But someone that's not of your age and not in your age group, he or she got to get to develop to where you at.
Right.
Like you said about the preacher trying to mold a young lady from the time that he saw her, her mind maybe once she may want to do something totally different.
Yeah.
But here he is pumping all this, and you know how they do what God said, and you can just imagine the 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 mindset and the thoughts that he's pumping in to build her up and essentially get what he
Yeah.
wants.
Because he's building her up to be what he needs. And then just look at it. Okay, so yeah, they married, right? So he's building her up to be what he needs, the person he
Hmm.
wants her to be. And then when she gets a little bit older and he's older, she's gonna wake up one day and say, damn, well, who the hell am I? And she may catch sense and divorce him and go on and try to figure out who she is as a person. Now she in therapy because she done been groomed by this man who then manipulated her and then, the groomed and mold her to be something he, told her was correct and it wasn't.
I always laugh and joke, but if you 60, 70, prime example, just popped in my head, Bill Belichick. This man soon to be 74. Man got a 24-year-old girlfriend. That's a 50. Y'all out there in the metaverse watching this, that's 50.
Mm-hmm.
That man is old enough to be her daddy, her granddaddy, and even her great granddaddy.
Yeah. And then what is his name? Marcus Houston, the singer. He dated what young too. Like she was in her he 40 something, she was 20. But I think I seen some earlier today or yesterday, allegedly that they separated now, filing for divorce, which is like, what do you see in somebody who's 20 years, 30, 40 years younger than you? Yes, they may give you the feeling to say, and I hear this a lot too. Oh, they make me feel alive. They give me that young spunk that I was getting away from. No, find it on your own. Find it somewhere else. Go to an amusement park.
And
Put on
and
some
and
Jordans. I don't know what to tell you.
and that's my thing with Belichick. This young woman is 50 years his senior. When he want to sit in the house and study film, because he's the new coach here, study film and all that good stuff. 24, she gonna want to go to a club. She gonna want to get out and vibe. She's
Mm-hmm.
20. She's 24.
That's ridiculous. We said she was 18 or younger when they dated. Oh, talking about Michael. See, yeah, that's crazy. That's why I say they get these women and they, or men, and they prey on them and they manipulate them and they twist their understanding of things and hey, you gotta be this and be, and then they light bulb come on and they like, oh no, this is
Hey,
not who I'm supposed to be with. This is not who I am as a person. Now they didn't have these traumatic experiences. Now they in
mhm.
counseling, trying to figure out who the hell am I and why did I even allow or my family allowed me to get in a relationship that wasn't conducive to me at all.
Hey, I told you, my internet want to play tonight, but I promise you, I was gonna play some clips from old girl we was talking about earlier, because she was hell bent that she was staying over there marrying this young dude.
Yeah, that'll say what kind of conversation.
No, no was not in the vocabulary. Just
Mm-mm. And they say he probably doesn't care if she steps out, just follow my rules. And that could be. It could be an open thing. But that leaves the door open for her to find somebody younger.
yeah, and I really think it would, because they're in an area where it's a lot of athletes and it's a lot of money. Yeah, your name is Bill Belichick, but it's some young cats around here that's got millions that you ain't never seen. So and they her age. So when they start proposition, hey, are you gonna be able to coach the team, or you gonna be sitting there worried about who looking at your girl? So I can't wait till the season starts. I would say that much.
Yeah. Had an older dude tell me his wife was young, so he allows her to hang out but come home. But what sense is that when you could just get somebody that's compatible for your age? Because you're not gonna find
Hey,
a perfect person for you, but you're gonna find that person that's
hey,
compatible, or you know what I'm saying, that fits your yin to your yang. But why you gotta find it in the
what
16th,
what
17th,
what what
18th,
my
13th,
boy doing?
12-year-old?
My boy sitting in that chair waiting on that doorbell, waiting on that door to open.
Right.
He can't even sleep. And girl, what time you coming home? We
Now
ain't
you
do,
want to choke out because he smelled cologne on
we
him.
ain't we ain't do we ain't doing all that.
Right. And then we could talk about what's her name, the young lady who dating a basketball guy that just had a baby by him, and her son damn near the same age as him, right?
Oh, the same. You talking about Drea?
Drea. Yes. I don't I mean that's weird to me. I mean, to each his own. But like, what is the conversation piece like? You know what I'm saying?
I don't. I'm
You got adults that can't even communicate effectively.
well. I think we touched on this a little bit before. At the end of the day, we can call it what you want to call it. It ain't no love. Let's put that. Let's go ahead and circle that. That's an 18-year-old. That's an 18-year plan of financial stability. What it is. Sometimes you just got to call it what it is.
Yeah, that is.
Young
Yeah.
young young fella is a budding superstar, as they would say. He's getting the bag real soon. So
Mm-hmm.
all she did was secure the bag herself. Now she's gonna get older. He gonna wanna. I'm a young NBA star,
Mm-hmm.
going from city to city. So
You
it's
know
it's, it's
what they say, the coldest one make it to your room though.
but then look at it. You have to take it on the opposite spectrum. Where was the old heads telling, "Hey, young fella,
Right. Don't do it.
that's just a piece. That's just a piece of butt."
Right. Reconsider.
I know. I know we be having kids watching this show, so I ain't gonna really say what it is. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's a piece of SSA, and
Mm.
you flip that round and you get what it is. That's all that was.
That's all it was. And it got good to them, as they say. Like they say the older women arguing and already ran through. That's a stigma that they put on us African American women, that we argue. But my thing is too,
Oh yeah,
Most men geeks don't argue about.
Madonna and Scottie Pippen is wife. Yeah, Scottie
Yeah,
Pippen is wife. Yeah, she was in the rap world.
yeah, that's what
Oh
they
yeah,
doing, recycling.
I've never understood that. I got partners that's in that arena. I mean, I've never understood when you look at that Hollywood landscape. I don't even understand. It's like you have to have the same thing somebody else done had, and you know they had it. So it's like it is recycle. It's recyclable goods.
Exactly.
I guess that's the best way to put it. But yeah, man, when we sit here in this topic, like I say, it branches off into several different directions. But it's that mental capacity of the person who receiving it. 'Cause like I say, we could have a conversation with a person or persons that's in these situations, and they'll probably say y'all looking at it totally wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pause right fast because we done passed our 30-minute mark. But y'all could have been doing anything else, but y'all decided to rock it out with us. We appreciate y'all. Like, share, comment, subscribe to Thought Magazine. I promise you, you will love it, like it over here. Let's pray for the people who were
Yes.
affected by the fires. Let's send a prayer for the people who lost their lives in the several airplane crashes. I can't even keep up with them. Somebody's saying it's 2 or 3 now. Um, Anybody who's going through some loss of loved one, all that good stuff. Let's send up one for them. Um, let's pray for our country as a whole, as it's taking a turn in so many different directions. But yeah, keep rocking it out with us. Man, we having candid conversations over here. We ain't professional experts, but we are life experts. We have experiences and stuff, and we talk about conversations that nobody likes to talk about somewhat, or they shy away from. We're gonna keep bringing it to y'all raw, real, and uncut. Now back to our scheduled program.
Everything she said, then some. No, no filter. But yeah,
No filter.
it's a touchy subject for some. Let me say that and put that disclaimer out
Yeah.
there because you have some folks, and I may have said this earlier, but it's worth repeating. You can't tell me who I deal with.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me who I love. We got all that. We're talking about those people of a certain age preying on people that's 10, 15, 20 younger than them.
Right.
However you want to categorize that, all well, good and fine with us. But there's something that has to be said about it. There's something that you're probably missing because you can't deal with someone within your age range.
Right.
That's
Because
all.
you want to have a complaint about they're this, they're that. I need something, more fresh, less seasoned. But what are you getting? You're molding these people to be something robotic. Their mental capacity is not on the same playing field. It's so it's just like it just it's creating PTSD. It's creating all kind of stuff. Like it's unfair. I think stick with your age group. I ain't saying 5 years under, whatever. Just don't go 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and your ass in your 40s and 50s and
That prime examples. Like y'all know I love numbers and basic math. 45 year, 45. What I'm gonna talk to someone? My baby girl will be 16 in 17 days. What what about that makes sense?
not nothing.
That's what we saying.
Right.
Those are lines those are lines we're towing. Those are lines that we're saying. So when you walk away from this show, like, dang, they were saying, well, I shouldn't. No, that's not what we're saying. We're talking about these people that have those predatorial traits. We're gonna keep we that I guess I just labeled it predatorial traits.
Right.
You got an issue you need to work on.
Yeah, no matter how you spin that's exactly what it is. Because just think about it. You know, like you said, you have a daughter that's about to be 16, right? So you know the conversations you have with her on a daily basis. Just imagine you call yourself, oh, she fine, but she's 16, but I'm on, on the down. I'm gonna talk to her anyway. What is you talking about? WYD. That's the conversation you gonna have. It's gonna be short worded conversations. They're not going to be able to communicate with an adult on an adult level because their brains at that time is not programmed
Yeah,
to.
because we have silly conversation with that. So, like what Crystal just framed it, how the level of conversation is going to be imbalanced. Period.
Yeah, you like yours older. So, so you like yours older. Is that older now, or say when you was a teenager, if you don't mind, or what? Okay, wiser. When you was a teenager, did you like older women then? And if you liked the older women then, did older women actually gravitate to you? And I'm not saying as you were at the age of statute of limitations. I know it's 16 here, but still, I say 16, 17, you still
You still don't
you
know what you're doing.
still don't know what you're doing. But like I said, I've had conversations with plenty of men who say, I lost my virginity to an older woman who was in her 20s or 30s, whether it was the babysitter, the family friend, or just somebody you met in the street because, like you say, you know,
But I
you was
think
formed as a child.
how I want to say this, and it's not negative. I think a lot of that depend on the space that you was in. And when I say that, we know we was in spaces that we shouldn't have been.
Right.
So that's why I say when folks out there watching this, we're not condoning the space that you've been in because we all been there.
Right.
Because I know I was in parties that I shouldn't have been in, but I'm saying
Because
you kin to such and such. Oh, you roll with. Oh yeah. So
I've been able to get in clubs at younger, like 13, 14, 15, 16, sneaking in club. Not even sneaking. They just flat out letting you in the door. I say that. Just
what
flat
them
out
old
letting you in the door.
what them old women say just fast. Yeah, that baby
Yeah.
just. And we all been there
Yeah.
because it was certain spots that we knew. Oh, you such and such. Oh, you know such and such. Oh, bet that up. Come on
Yep.
in.
You in there. Yep. All it took was just somebody to know somebody that knew somebody.
So you sitting down there like, shoo, you looking at, hmm, she ain't gonna ask how old I am.
No, because
I
I'm
ain't
in
gonna,
here. So I gotta be.
I ain't gonna
So,
ask how old she is. So hey, it is what it is.
right. It's popping. Yeah. And in this thing too, we all, prior military. So you go into the military when you 17 or 18, you on your own.
You already
You
know.
know,
You already know how it was going down.
it
Cutthroat,
was going down. I know drill side that was, you know,
cutthroat committee.
okay. I already knew what it was. He said,
But
yes, older women all my life, including age 16 and up, they've been on me. Yeah.
all right, Mike Jones. Back then it
Okay.
didn't. But yeah,
Hey,
it's oh man, I'm yeah.
see, yeah, see. Introduced to it, or exposed to it at a young age because like you can go back to what Mac said, it's a right for a male, it's like the right to a passage.
Hey, I was 16, 17, all up on Daytona Beach, yamming, yeah, yamming. So yeah, but it's Man, it's been round. It's been round.
Yeah.
It just it has taken a dramatic shift to the negative because like I say, you have like the show, the understanding of this show, you have people now that are preying on people that is there twice, three times. That's where you got to draw the line. That's where you got to draw the line. Mid 40s, what I'm gonna do with somebody that's a senior, somebody that's 20 or 21. Absolutely. Absolutely. All you had to do was get up 95 to get to Daytona, and it was on and popping. That's it.
Yeah, I was wilding in them Luke days. They don't know about them Luke days. Kappa Beach party. See, we was young going to Kappa Beach party at Galveston.
Man, I just told one of my partners he was playing some old fat pack. I say, man, we used to be going to the Capitol Beach party and wilding.
When I chopped the screw, man, I said, I know I got so many pictures of so many people I don't even know to this day. It was just living young, free, just having a ball, and not even on a sexual aspect for on my part. It was just, hey, you look good. Come on, let me take a picture. Hey, hey. I mean, you up and down. My homegirl and jumped on somebody's motorcycle. She ain't had no cell phone. We knew him from a can of paint. We found her 3 miles up the doggone strip.
Care,
It,
care,
it
carefree living.
carefree living. Yes,
But
it is.
it was a mindset. And let's be honest, it was a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Let's just clarify that. But it was never we sitting back like I'm finna prey on this person, this young adolescent. It was never that.
Never
Because it
that.
got to a moment, we start like, hey man, oh, no, dog. Because you start hearing things.
Mm-hmm.
You start that maturation process. You start growing. So you like, no, dog. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Of course, we was around on military installations, so it was always somebody always trying to get with the soldiers. So you had to be careful.
Yeah, you did. Cause baby, they seen you a soldier as a way out.
Come
I
up.
give me a whole come up. I give me a
No, baby.
soldier. Baby, I'm in there. I give me a soldier. I'm in there
Can't-
for
I can't take you from your little town. No, sorry.
right.
Next one.
Right. And some of them did. Some of them taking them out of small old Leesville. Some of them did.
True
Some of
stories.
them taking them out of Korea. I seen them get
True, sto-
Article 15.
true stories.
True stories.
We
Getting them
really can
out.
write we really can write a book, y'all.
What?
We really can write a serious book, probably be a top seller, best man. I'm telling you, and that's why we always say on this show, man, it's them life experience.
Mm-hmm.
You get people from different walks of life come together and form a bond, and you share those moments. So that's why we could talk about shows like this. Talk about the uncomfortable stuff. Talk about the things that we see because we done seen it and we done experienced it. Like no,
Right.
but we always want you to walk away and understand that we know right is right. We know wrong is wrong, and if we see something that ain't right or something not in the mood, we gonna speak on it. Because I mean, like you say, the young lady, whatever whatever was going on with her mental psyche, we've heard some of that stuff. You're 33 years old. You go to a country that many don't think about going to unless you have that foreign dignitary, those certain statuses that you have to go.
Dang.
That you in your 33-year-old mind bought a plane ticket to leave the US to travel to Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
For
Somewhere
what?
you don't know nothing about. I don't
Nothing.
care how much you research you did. You don't know turn right here, turn left, right. This the dangerous area. This the good area. This the richer. You don't know that.
First off, If that, and it's not funny. If I decided to go over there, I'm not leaving the airport.
So much stuff go on in them places. Like, what made you feel safe? Cause did she go by herself? Like, what made you
All stories
feel
say
comfortable?
all stories say she went solo dolo.
Uh, I think she got some marbles and some screws loose up there because, like,
And we know we got iPhones now, so you could talk to anybody in different lands. It ain't like it was back in the day when we was over there. You got a satellite phone and all that stuff. But I really want to know the root cause, like the other side, the other part, because there's some variables missing. Because we always
yeah,
get one. But ma'am, you 33. And I don't know if age, like you say, we don't know if age was discussed. We don't know what pictures she presented. We don't know what was promised. We don't know. We don't know. I guess that's the answer for all. We don't know. But to get on a plane from the United States of America, no matter how dysfunctional it is right now, and take a commercial flight to Pakistan, you're not just flying from here to Pakistan. You're going to several countries before you get to Pakistan.
right. Like that's what, like a 25 hour flight or so.
Depending on the angles and where you had to go and stop and all that, because like I said, that's not a direct flight. So what was the prelude? What was the lead up conversation?
Right.
Was she promised something?
Exactly. Was he catfishing her?
Because I'm not the smartest person in the world, but to know where these people live, so you had to have some coordinates so that someone pick you up. Did you did like Crystal say this? You put that facades on and you say you was one, and they were like, no, you don't look like the picture. Just
Right.
just keeping it a buck.
Exactly. Yep. That's who we talking about. Yeah, that was weird to me. Very
Man,
hilarious.
I'm y'all, man. If you know how if y'all don't know how much I've been crying, man, people hitting me like, Joe, you see this fool? Hey, look, I see it. And you know how you start strolling and like I said in the beginning of the show, I really thought it was fake. I'm like, man, who playing? This lady sitting home somewhere. She done ordered some McDonald's, got the Pakistan flag, and you have everything now. You can do a whole lot of stuff with AI. When I start seeing it pop up more and more and more and more and more and got some traction, I'm like, this ain't facetious. This real. Oh yeah. Shout out to Sean J and Sean J and my boy.
Yeah, it was some catfishing going on. It was some
Hmm.
conversations going on that shouldn't have been had. But whatever it was, her, like she said, I need this money. We gonna open this business. My husband gonna be over it. So first of all, you whole Mary going over there, think you finna go marry somebody else.
No,
So
this
you and
woman,
your husband had to be in on it. He
this woman,
stay over there. So he done pimped
oh,
her.
this woman say, we going to Dubai. His name is not here. Say whatever, whatever.
Kid thought she was see and seen that clown makeup.
Oh,
Yes, that's why I said she had to be caught. She done put a model picture up there. He thought he had a bad one. Maybe that family came to that door
and
and
I'm
seen she
pretty
was
sure,
Chewbacca.
light as we sitting here talking about it, I guarantee that's what it was. Because we, from all reports, the parents, the ones said, "Oh hell no!"
Yeah.
They locked the door and took him away, and like, no. But once again,
Maybe.
you in a foreign country,
Yes.
you don't know, you don't know what a U.S. embassy is. You don't know Adam and Tomcat, but you thought
Nobody
that,
probably speaking your language.
that was cool. No,
And safe. They could have got you over there and put you under the ground somewhere. And they never seen you again. You tell me,
that's that's why we may have to do a follow up to this show because once we really get the truth and find out. Then y'all, we will do a follow up because man,
Yeah.
it's a scary situation for us that know and have been in those third world countries. Yeah, that's
Ain't
like
nothing to play with. You ain't finna just go over there walking around willy nilly like you 100% safe. You gotta stay on swivel. You gotta know somebody who over there that knows. Yeah, you don't go over there playing.
yeah. But y'all, man, we appreciate y'all. We just hit that hour mark. We know Wednesday nights, 7 o'clock, man. A lot of y'all got other things going on, but we appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chris will say, like, subscribe, share. Same bat time, same bat channel, same bat cave. Like I say, we want to leave you with a few gems like we always do. The show was tonight was about, stop preying on people that's 10, 20 years younger than you. Find someone within your age group and have that conversation and have that mature understanding of what it is. Because yeah,
Adult interaction.
this story that's all over the internet has thrown us for a loop. But hey,
Mm-hmm.
y'all, be safe. Enjoy Super Bowl weekend.
Yes.
Like Crystal said, our condolences go out to the loved ones that lost their properties, lost their lives out in L.A. with the Palisade fires, the unfortunate crash of the American airline and the Black Hawk chopper in D.C., and the tragic helicopter crash, plane crash in Philadelphia. So, trying times right now. Whatever high power you believe in, continue to believe in. Pray, stay prayed up, reach out, talk to your loved ones. Understand that there is trying times in America right now. But as the Bible says, and the old folks always remind us, this too shall pass.
Mm-hmm.
We love
Amen.
you. We care about y'all. See you next week.
Good night.